Hey, what's up? In this video, I wanted to show you a really useful trick we can use to get any game for your PS3 or PS4 for free within minutes. Now, this method is done on the computer, but in the end, you will actually be able to log into your account from the PSN network from your console and be able to play the games that we're going to be getting here. Now, the first thing you need to do is go to store.playstation.com like I've done here and basically log into your account. And this will be the same account and password that you actually use when you're on your console. And what we're going to want to do is just go over to search and basically look up the game that we want. And for the sake of this video, I'll just use Minecraft. And once we're brought to this, what you do is you click on the name of the game and then just click add to cart. And I'm just going to go to my cart here. And then you just click proceed to checkout, and then you're going to be brought to the section where you have to add a payment method. So once you click this, what you're going to notice is that you can actually pay for games on the PlayStation Network with either a credit card or with PayPal. And this is actually really convenient to us because PayPal is an online wallet resource that basically functions exactly like a bank account where it can receive, hold, and transfer funds. But the great thing about PayPal is that there are no maintenance fees, which means you don't have to pay in order to have a PayPal account. You don't have to have a minimum balance inside your PayPal account in order to actually use one. And you can actually use a PayPal account to pay for pretty much anything online. So you're going to basically need one in your life at some point. So just let this tutorial be an excellent opportunity if you don't already have one to create a PayPal account for yourself so we can actually do this. And the way you create a PayPal account is simply just to go to paypal.com like this. Click the sign up button, and assuming you have an email address, basically just create an account with them, with your email and password, and you'll be good for this method. Now, obviously, if you just create a PayPal account, you're not going to have any money in it. So here's the actual trick that we're going to be using, and this takes advantage of a pretty interesting online marketing system, but we're not actually going to have to be spending any money. This is totally free, and I will say that it's going to be a really good idea for you to watch this entire video in its entirety because there is going to be a twist to this where people may not expect it to be what it actually is, if that makes sense. It may look like I'm showing you just another sketchy complete offers for points websites when that's actually not exactly what we're doing here, and you'll see why in a minute. So for the time being though, there is a blog page I've created which will explain this method a little bit more in depth. So what you want to do is come over to google.com right here and then visit my blog. It's going to be called topcashgenerators.net. Like this, and we're just gonna click on our page here and then scroll down to the second item I've listed here. It'll say Vindeo Research. Now, what Vindeo Research is basically a market research institute located 3 blocks away from the Empire State Building in New York City. And a lot of times in real life, you'll hear people talking about how they participated in research studies and were compensated for their time in the form of payments. Now, Vindeo Research basically takes this industry and puts it on the internet where you can participate in these types of research studies online, and every time you do it, you'll actually be paid really good money for completing this. If you look at their rates here, you can make easily around $30 an hour just by doing these, and that's actually a better rate working from home if you think about it than a minimum wage job. And there's no age limit, so no matter what age you are, if you're even struggling to get some sort of income, you can work with Vindeo Research. But I'm actually going to be showing you a trick we can do with Vindeo Research to really scale our operation and actually turn this into a system where we can get free games from the PlayStation Network. So what you're going to want to do is actually click this link here to sign up for Vindeo Research. And the reason why is because you'll get a $2 bonus immediately put into your Vindeo Research account for doing so. So what you want to do is click on this link and you'll be brought to this page right here. And what you want to do is just click free, get started, and earn $2, and you're going to be brought to the sign up page. Now, the way to sign up is you basically just enter the information here and tick yes and click continue. And I know seeing this, a lot of people are going to be concerned about giving out their personal information to a website that they don't know, like Vindeo Research. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually just going to show you a little bit of proof that this is actually a real system and that Vindeo Research is a legitimate company and that they actually do pay. You can see right here in their privacy policy, they're legally not allowed to give out your information to any third parties. And on top of that, if you actually check in the Vindeo Research website, they have a BBB accreditation rating of A, right here. Right here on bbb.org, you can see they have an A. And the BBB is basically an accreditation company that checks companies to make sure that they're not like conducting shady business practices. And as long as a business that you're like working with, whether it be just a local business in your area in a building or whatever, has an accreditation rating of A, you can be sure that whatever they're doing, they're not about to rip you off. They actually are legit. And if you want additional proof, I'm actually going to show you in my PayPal account where I have received money from Vindale Research, like just paid to me. So right here on July 15th, you can see I was basically paid $300 into my PayPal account from Vindale Media LLC. And if you're curious about this, you can actually look up this exact transaction ID right here in PayPal, and it will show you that this actually was a real transaction in the PayPal website. So this is legit. So provided that you're comfortable with this and are actually convinced that you'll be able to successfully sign up with them and not be ripped off or have something otherwise bad happen to you, what you need to do is fill out this information right here, tick yes, click continue, and once you've done this, this part's actually really important. Your sign-up process for Vindale Research, it won't be totally complete yet. Within 5 to 10 minutes, and I know it can actually take a while, I know it did for me, like more time than I was expecting, you'll actually get an email from Vindale Research with a link inside the text of that email, which you can click on to basically activate your account and get access to their studies panel. And this can actually take more time than people might be expecting, so just be patient, and if you don't see it after like 5 minutes or so, just keep waiting. Eventually it will be there. It might be in your spam folder, but once you've opened this email and clicked on the link to activate your account, you'll have access to the Vindale Research Studies panel, and it'll basically look like this. And I'll use this screenshot to show the next part. Now, immediately, before you do anything else, once you get to this page, watch this, copy this, and you'll immediately have $2 put into your Vindale Research account within 30 seconds tops. So what you want to do is click on this complete your profile link right here. And this is actually going to bring you to a page which should look something like this, right? Now, this information, your basic profile information, should already be filled out because of like when you signed up. You obviously like gave them this information. So down here, your enhanced profile is actually going to be blank. And what you want to do is just answer all these questions about your demographics. And then once you click update profile, you'll have that $2 bonus immediately put into your Vindale Research account. So once you've done this, what you want to do is come back to your studies panel. And what's really important here is that we get this account balance number right here up to a multiple of 5. And I'll explain why in a little bit, but the best way to do this is actually to, in your studies panel right here, go for offers that pay for more than $1, all right? And the great thing about Vindale Research is that their studies, which they offer here on their website, are some of the highest paying on the internet for like market research companies. Like right before I did this video, I actually think I saw one on here that basically paid $4.50 and took 15 minutes to complete. If you were to multiply that 15 minutes by 4, 1 hour of work basically would yield you $18. That's more money than most people would get from a supervisor position or from like a minimum wage job, and this is completely work from home. So again, my tip with this is click these surveys. It's basically just like answering questions about your consumer habits. So it's a pretty legitimate industry, and you're basically helping make consumer products better. But just go for the ones worth more than $1, right? And once you've earned at least $3, since we already have that $2 on our account to get up to the $5 minimum that we need here, because we need our account balance to be a multiple of 5, you'll be able to move on to the next step. But the way you do one of these surveys is basically just click on it and just answer the questions, and eventually after like 15 minutes or like 6 minutes or however long it actually takes, you'll be rewarded. Like this amount here will be added to your account balance. So once we got that account balance up to a number that's a multiple of 5 or at least $5, what you're going to want to do is go to your account button right here. And unfortunately, I can't actually show you this part because I'm not logged in. Like literally, if I click on this, I'm brought to this section which says like sign up, and like I'm not logged in right now. I can't show you this, but once you click this account button, on the subsequent page, there'll be this little button that says redeem my balance. And once you click on this, within like 1 or so weeks, your entire account balance here will actually be deposited into whatever email address you put for the PayPal account which you created in the previous step, which I showed you in this tutorial. So once you've done this, where you basically like had your initial $5 put into your account, you'll be able to immediately spend that $5 of money in the PlayStation Network right here through the PayPal method, which I showed you, and we'll be able to buy any game that we want from this games area. Now, obviously, with Minecraft in my example being $20, we're going to actually need more than just $5. So right here, this is the twist that I was talking about earlier in the video, okay? So what you want to do is come over to, for you it'll be right here. Just click this Earn $5 section, or button, whatever, and you'll be brought to a page which will look like this, the $5 referral program. Now, the way this works is every person you get to sign up for Vindale Research by clicking on this link, and obviously this link will be different for your account, but by signing up through your referral link, where they click your referral link, get taken to the sign up page, and actually sign up, and as long as you can actually get every person who does this to complete earn $1 or more on their account, you'll get $5 put into your Vindale account for having referred them, and they'll get $2 put onto their Vindale Research account for having been referred by you. You see how this works? So here's how you scale this, all right? Take this link right here. Write it down on 50 index cards. Go to school the next day and pass these index cards around to your friends. Basically, tell them about Vindale Research. Tell them about how it's like a market research company. And what it is basically you can participate in these research studies and you'll be compensated for your time in terms of money. And you can make more doing this than you can through most minimum wage jobs. And if you think about it, most of these people, they'll be in high school. They won't have jobs. They won't have like an income source or money which they can use to spend on things that they want in their lives. So it's really easy to pitch to younger demographics if you think about it. And whoever you pitch it to, make sure that you direct them to, as soon as they sign up, click on this, the Complete Your Profile page. That way, that'll immediately put the $2 on their account required to meet the $1 minimum right here. That would be required to put $5 on your account. You see how that works? For every friend you get to sign up and earn at least $1 on their account by doing this Complete My Profile step, they'll get $2 put onto their Vindale account for having been referred by you, and you'll get $5 put onto your Vindale account for having referred them. You see how that works? So I actually did this 1.5 years ago when I was at school, where I basically passed index cards out around to my friends at school, and by the end of the day I actually made $70 just from doing this, alright? So it's really easy money. Now, if you want to be more indirect control of just putting like these little $5 increments of cash into your Vindale account and then subsequently sending this money over to your PayPal account, what you can do is go over to a friend's house, take your referral link, on their computer, travel to your referral link, sign up for Vindale Research, and basically create an account for them using their demographic information, provided you have their permission, of course. And once you do this, just make sure you yourself do that Complete Your Profile step on your friend's behalf. That way, you'll be guaranteed to earn that $5 minimum for every friend that you do this for. And you can just keep repeating this. Keep just like going to people's houses, signing up for Vindale Research using their referral link, creating accounts for them, and then just keep adding these little $5 chunks of cash to your Vindale account balance, which we can subsequently put into a PayPal account and basically spend on any game that you want in the PlayStation Network. And obviously, like once you've purchased a game from your computer, what you would want to do is just get onto your PlayStation console, log into your account, and unfortunately I can't show you this because I don't really have a way of recording it. Like I can only like do screen video capture, but get on your PlayStation and you'll just like go to the store section and click download my console, and eventually that'll put the game on your console so you can actually play it. And what's amazing about this is you can actually use this method to get anything you want in the world shipped to you for free, and here's how. eBay.com is a website that actually will accept PayPal as a form of payment for things, and what you can do is you can actually go to eBay and you can just look up anything that you want, whether it be like physical games or maybe you want to just get Wii points, I don't know, and just like using a PayPal account, and you don't even have to actually like give specific information in your PayPal account. You can actually create an infinite number of them. You can basically have anything you want shipped to your house absolutely for free through eBay. So that's just another way that you can use this method. So that's pretty much it, like how we would use this for like getting free PlayStation games. So if you enjoyed this video or in any way found it helpful, please click that like button, please leave a comment, and please also subscribe. It really helps me out if you're interacting with my content, and I really appreciate it. And if you're interested in this topic, I highly recommend you just go back to my website right here and just check out some of the content that I have here about making money online. I actually do this for a business, and I make like ridiculously good income from doing the methods that I list here on my own. And I work like a 0-hour work week, and I make rent, if that tells you anything. So that's pretty much it. Again, if you find this video helpful or interesting, if you just like it, please click that like button, please leave a comment, and please subscribe. And with that, that's it. Thanks for watching.